Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at Guzzlord in the Ultra League. Let's have a little fun with this tank of a dragon. Now we're going to be pairing it up with Charizard the entire time. The third Pokemon is going to be getting swapped out periodically here. I do believe we're going to be using about 3 different ones, so we'll just take a look at that. Now, at first, we do have Poison on the Guzzlord. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go with that. I was thinking maybe we can have an opportunity to use it on a fairy type or something. That's pretty much the only thing. You have very few opportunities. You can get them through. It doesn't do that much damage, but you're better off with Dragon Tail. I'm telling you, it's pretty much better off with Dragon Tail. It's not worth it. I mean, even if you get there, if you don't get destroyed in like 7 charms, then they're just going to shield it up potentially. So with that said, you're definitely going to want to go with Brutal Swing, Dragon Claw, Dragon Tail. This thing's absolutely amazing. It's pretty good for being a tank. All right, now Charizard's going to be a pretty good pair with it. And again, third Pokemon's going to be swapped out periodically. Now, this thing is going to be returning to Raids. Get ready for it. It's coming back to Raids. This Ultra Beast is going to be shiny, and it looks amazing. It's going to be white and orange. Absolutely amazing. I love those radical shifts in the color when they do get the shiny. The ones that look like you left it in the sun for a couple of weeks, you know, they just kind of got the color bleached a little bit, dyed a little bit. It's not that good. But take a look at that. Look at that shiny. Don't you want to get that? Absolutely. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to be taking off that Poison Charge move here. We're going to go with Dragon Tail. And then, of course, we'll have Brutal Swing here. Otherwise, you just need to look out, you know, for your standard stuff for these types. So Fighting, Ice, Fairy, Dragon, and Steel. Well, no. Not Steel. I was thinking that we're so weak to damn Fairy that it's Steel. But yeah, that's about it. So Charizard does fit the bill here. Cobalion, yeah, it's going to be doing pretty good. We're going to be definitely weak to Ice. A Wall Rain will put in a lot of work potentially up against this team, although we do have Blast Burn as well as Seed Bomb too. All right, so what's going on? Let's get into the full commentary here with this Trevenant. If you don't have a good Trevenant, you definitely want to hunt this. And if you're not too happy about them not releasing this for Halloween, you know, this is a very slow burn game. So get ready for it. They'll get it eventually. Probably they'll get a community day too, but definitely a Halloween type thing for sure. So we got Shadow Greninja. I don't know why I'm all over the place. I got up very early today. We've got Shiny Greninja getting Blast Burn, taking the win. Charizard. Ooh-wee. Now, for a quick move on that, the recommendation that I would give you is going to be Wing Attack. Next battle, we're met with a Toxicroak. Horrible lead, so we swap into our Trevenant here, and they're going to be bringing in their Giratina. We're going to go right for the Shadow Ball here. Probably going to get a shield. Yeah, because Trevenant does quite a bit of damage with his Shadow Ball damage, as we are going to be looking at pretty good attack for this thing. Going to let that Shadow Claw go. We're going to be hitting another one here. We will use our shield. We're going to be able to get to the Shadow Ball. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Let's see if they want a double shield, and a double shield sounds good to me. Now, this Giratina does have Shadow Claw, which we do resist, but their Dragon Claw is going to start to add up. All right, so that's one. Oh, you know, we do have a decent amount of defense for this thing, but, you know, there's only so much damage we can take. So they swap and lock themselves with the Toxicroak. This is exactly what I needed for them to do, I suppose. Now, if this is the one that I recall, it's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be later down the line. But Charizard, it's all up to this thing here. They're letting me take... Well, they're not letting me. I'm taking out the Toxicroak. They've got no more shields. We've got no more shields. And they've got a Skeletors. All right, well, we do need to look out for Shadow Ball. Now, we still have our Guzzlord. We could potentially catch right now, but they swap as soon as I do. Isn't that some crazy stuff? Okay, but we do resist fire, so they're going to be forced to throw, and then we will be able to outpace them to the Dragon Claw. So this is looking pretty good. All right, down we go. Can we outpace them? Thank goodness. Otherwise, they would have been able to get to that Shadow Ball. They were right there, and Charizard's going to take the win for us here. And we have a little lag. Okay, and now we're taking the win. Let's keep it moving here. All right, we're met with a Galvantula, so the lunge is going to hurt quite a bit because of the dark type. So yeah, we do need to look out for that. And on top of it being Shadow, and Galvantula just has pretty nasty attack. Guzzlord taking that pretty well. bringing us into the low yellow, lowered our attack. We're getting a shield out of them. We do resist the quick move on it, so we don't have to worry about shielding up that first one. Now, if we want to win the matchup, obviously we need to shield this up, so we're going to go ahead and do that right about now. Hit him with another Dragon Claw. Please tell me you want to double shield your Galvantula. They let it go, and we take that win with, you know, our attack down though. We're going to swap so they can't farm us down with a not very effective quick move on that. At the same time, we're doing no damage, so I might as well retreat. Bring in the Charizard. They're going to go ahead and bring in their Jellicent here. We're going to go straight for the Blast Burn. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's fine. Could I gotten 2 Dragon Claws? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, we don't need to worry about it. Now we have Cobalion on the team. I did forget to put up the stats, but it's nothing special. It's something like a 12 or something, 15, I don't know. All right, so we're going to shield this up. I knew it was going to be Surf, but this was just the strategy. I have to bring them low enough. So they're going to retreat, bring in their Mandibuzz, and this is looking pretty good for us here. We're going to, I mean, we have no choice. We're going to let this go. We're Cobalion. This thing is pretty damn good, I'm going to have to say. I've used it many a times. If you don't have one, well, make one, or at least trade somebody who has one. All right, so we're just absorbing all these. I mean, Mandibuzz is a tank, but the thing really can't dish out the damage. Let's be real here, unless it's super effective. And in this case, we're neutralizing it with the Steel. Shadow Ball's not going to be enough. Jellicent attack's not that high. Cobalion is just so nasty, and we don't even need to hit any of these bubbles because they quit. All right, great. And we're taking that win. All right, so when it comes to this Guzzlord, am I going to go hard for it? I am not going to go hard. What I'm going to do is raid some until I get a shiny, that's for sure. I'm not going to do like 50 a day until I get my shiny, okay? Although you probably will get it if you do it at that rate. But I just want the shiny, maybe a couple, because it looks so awesome. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to use all my remote raid passes per day. My 5. Oh, bless the Niantic. All right, so we have a Pidgeot out here, so we're going to let that go. Feather Dance, lowered our attack. All right, how many times have they hit us with that so far? Like twice? All right, so they've lowered our attack by the max that they can. If I'm calling that correctly while I was yapping. Okay, yeah, they definitely did. All right, lowering their attack or their defense. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Cobalion to farm them down. They've got a shield down compared to our 2 and bringing in Virizion. Okay, that's no problem. We've got Charizard. Going to go ahead and bring that in, and they have a Regirock. Now, is that an issue? No, not necessarily. We still have 2 shields. We're going to be able to pull this off. Getting off the Dragon Claw. Now, what would have been an issue is if they farmed up more energy. Now, that could have been a strategy they could have used there. But hey, you know, just calling it out there. Just saying. Going to go ahead and build up to 2 Sacred Swords. Go for the first one. We can't let anything go on this. We definitely need to shield this up here. I'm not trying to get hit by a Focus Blast. Sacred Sword, we can take those. From a Virizion, yeah, that's no problem. Building up to 2 here as we did farm down that Regirock, working our way out of that situation and still holding on to 1 shield. And, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do here. They've still got 1 shield, so we're going to build up to 2 Sacred Swords, and that is a wrap. We just need to hit these back to back, and we're going to be looking good with this. Now, yeah, I know we're going to be weak to fighting here. Charizard's our only defense when it comes to that. So, yeah, I understand. Just experimenting here. If you want a real team, refer to a title of mine that says, you know, I don't know. But this team does work out, though. It really depends on your win streak and where you are in the ranks. So we have a Charizard here. Dragon Claw is going to hurt. Yeah, Dragon Claw is going to hurt. And we're going to throw it right back at them here. Dragon Claw or Brutal Swing. Ooh, they're going for the Greninja, catching that. Good thing we went for the Dragon Claw. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Cobalion, of course, as we're going to be doing super effective. Letting that Hydro Cannon go, hitting this immediately. If they, you know, if they don't want to go down, they have to shield this up. All right, they want to shield it up. Now, we can let this go and call Night Slash, but we're going to shield it up since we haven't used a shield here yet. Try to farm them down, and incredible. We do. Fantastic. Let's go. So we've got a ton of energy on this Cobalion. We're ready for anything. And they baited me there. Did you see that? That hell yeah. Charizard, nice. But we do so much anyways to the Shadow that we're going to go ahead and just throw again. Swap into the Guzzlord here. And this Dragon Claw is going to pretty much take us out. Okay, yeah. 1-to-1 shield. This is a wrap. We're bringing our Charizard to start building up energy. And they had a Registeel in the back. Yeah, definitely over. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and swap the back line. I want to show you. I was trying to pull out a Tapu Finn. I was like, okay, this team is completely weak to Tapu Finn. So let's see what we can do. All right, yeah. And I'm going to swap here, and as soon as I see what I see, I just back out. There's no way. Yeah, Virizion after I swapped into Swampert. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pick something else here. We're going to go ahead and go with Muck, Charizard in the middle, and then the Guzzlord in the back, okay? See what we can get. Now, I was trying to pull fairies out. I was really trying to bait out those fairies with the dark and the dragon in the back, so let's see what we can get here. Do believe it was still beneficial to me. I think it's poison something. Oh yeah, Tentacruel. So yeah, that works. We have Thunder Punch. So that works out just great. We're going to go ahead and go for that. Both of us resist our quick moves here. We do need to look out for the Scold on top of it, lowering my attack. That's not going to be too nice. We don't really like that. But Muck is actually able to take a hit. Very nice. And it also has a decent amount of IVs, or a decent IV moveset, I should say, for Shadow here. All right, so going to let this go. That's okay. We can farm them down at this point with the Charizard. We wouldn't want to go up against that typically, right? And now we're all loaded up on this energy, and they're bringing in a Giratina. We're going to go ahead and start throwing these Dragon Claws here. It's still 2-2 shield situation. Probably want to shield this up. Could be a Ancient Power, and even if it wasn't, Dragon Claw still going to do a lot, and we want to maintain our health at this point so we can kind of go toe-to-toe. And then swap into the Guzzlord. Probably another Dragon Claw. Yeah, it's going to do a lot of damage, but at this point, we're going to be able to do quite a bit of damage with our Dragon Tail. All right, but they're going to be swapping into a Virizion, super effective here. Now, our Charizard is low enough to the point where even if they have Leaf Blade or, Sacred Sword, that's all they need. They don't need Stone Edge to take me out. But we're doing a ton of damage, and here goes the Charizard. We're going to have to just call this. We're just going to let it go. As we did see them hit me with something, yeah, we're perfectly fine here. And building up to do Dragon Claws. And we have to hold on to that last shield. They are going to throw. They should have energy here. Exactly. And we are golden. We're going to be able to hit this next Dragon Claw and take the win with our Shadow Charizard. Absolutely amazing. Love this thing here. Definitely something you should invest in. Let's keep it going. And worth your elite quick TM as well. All right, next one we're met with an Ampharos. Okay. Sounds fine. No problem. Sure, we'll deal with this here. Yeah. Thunder Punch, we're going to go straight for their Dark Pulse. If we get a shield out of them, that's fine. Obviously, we're going to be able to completely wall them with our Guzzlord, but we're not going to bring that in here. Reasoning is you don't typically want to swap. If you're not in a horrible situation, we got a shield out of them, great. Now we can go in here with another Pokemon that's going to wall them. We don't want to swap into the Guzzlord, they retreat, and then it's going to come full circle back to the Charizard, right? We want to get rid of this Ampharos without locking ourselves. All right, so they're swapped into their Walrein, which is not very good for us. This is not looking good at all. But their Ampharos is low enough, and the Guzzlord, there's just no other option. We're just going to have to do it at this point. I can't hold on to the Charizard forever. Going straight Blast Burn, they let it go. Getting to the Dragon Claw, let's see if they want to shield up this Ampharos or let it go. And they're shielding it up, leaving them shieldless. Now I have to make the decision. Do I actually want to shield Charizard? And I do. Oh my goodness, are we going to farm them down? Let's go. What's back there? You're going to get one-shotted Cobalion. Let's go. Go on. Let's get it. Shadow Charizard putting in that work. All right. It was fun with the Muck. Now we're going to go ahead and move on here. I do believe we just put in Ampharos. Was that Ampharos we have on the team now? Like I said, Charizard is sticking around the entire time. Looks like Guzzlord ate a Charizard. All right, yeah, we're going Ampharos, and we're met with a Deoxys. This is great. We've got the Brutal Swing here with the Shadow damage, which is, look at that, already at half. Let's get it. Rock Slide's going to do a lot as Ampharos is taunting it. We're going to go ahead and shield that up, kind of putting us on the advantage side of being able to take them out sooner. I mean, they're going to get to their Psycho Boost still, but at least we'll be able to take that here. Obviously going to let this go. We do not want to use... Oh, come on. Oh, we get to it. Let's go. I think they shield this up if I remember. Yep, they do. All right. Use both shields on the Deoxys. Lowered their attack. We're going to bring in Guzzlord to completely wall them up here. Yeah. Rock Slide is neutral, I suppose, but still not going to do much because they lowered their attack with Psycho Boost. They are shieldless, folks. Bringing in a Superior, which is actually going to be absolutely superior in the Ultra League and in the Great League now. Was pretty good before, but even better with that Aerial Ace buff. Letting that Frenzy Plant go. And then bringing in Charizard here. Feeling confident, like, all right, what's in the back? And they're bringing in a Giratina. Now, I make a pretty stupid-ass decision, I'm going to have to say right here. And that is going to be not shielding this Ancient Power. Right. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, I'm fine. Nah, I'm good, right? Nah, no problem. And then I started remembering how much that frenzy plant did, and then I started thinking, well, am I actually going to get beat with my dragon up against this grass type when I had the complete advantage? If I do, then it's just time for me to stop playing this game, I suppose. We'll at least go Battle League. And no, hell no. Guzzlord said, no, buddy, what are you talking about? We got this. I went the long way home for this battle, absolutely. That was really bad. But we're taking that win barely with the Guzzlord. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Nidoqueen, this is going to be our final team, I do believe. We've got... Oh, no way. We took the Charizard off. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, Charizard. I think I started throwing a bunch of Tapu Finn water combo teams. It really started being bullcrap. When I say water, I mean ice. So yeah, it was just all bad for the back. Okay, so what do we have here? Electric. Okay, we're gonna let that first one go, lowering our attack. Gonna go for the brutal swing. They let it go as well, and we get to the next brutal swing here. I'm probably gonna let or shield this up. Yeah, and I do believe they farm me down. Oh yeah, they do. So we bring a Nidoqueen. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, you can farm me down. Good for you. Great. We're going to let it all go. Lunge. Let's get it. Haven't used Nidoqueen in a long time. So they lowered our attack. Attack is down, right? Let's see what this does. Still doing half damage. Let's go Earth Power. I can't retreat. It's all up to Nidoqueen right now with an attack stage down by 1. Hitting me with that Zap Cannon, not lowering my attack. I just looked away for a split second. Did it lower? Oh my gosh. Going for another Earth Power, taking out that damn Registeel, still holding on to 2 shields. Folks, what's going on here? Let's get it. Nidoqueen putting in that work. We immediately swap and bring in our Guzzlord, and they have a Shadow Politoed back here. Now, we do know we need to look out for Ice Beam, unless they're running Earthquake. So they're retreating with some energy on that and bringing in their Galvantula to hit us with a lunge, lowering our attack and doing a lot of damage, bringing us into the yellow. Going for the Weather Ball. Going to go ahead and call it. We're still holding on to 2 shields. At this point, it doesn't really matter, as we're going to be able to go for Poison Fang, lower their defense, and just do that much damage to them, as they're just already so low. We're going to be able to just keep letting these all go with Guzzlord. And now we'll go ahead and swap into the Nidoqueen. I do believe they're going to be able to get 2 shields from me here. I don't really care. I'm going to just quick move them down when I could have threw and took them out sooner. It doesn't matter. You got both shields for me, buddy? Okay, that's great. Next battle, what are we going to see? Got a couple more here for you folks. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do so. I really do appreciate it. Met with the Shadow Charizard up against my Shadow Ampharos. Let's go. Going for that brutal swing right out the gate here. What do we have? They're going to be shielded and up. Sounds good to me. Absolutely going to shield it. Probably a Dragon Claw. Yeah, they're going Dragon Claw, Blast Burn, Bait. Now, yes, I got greedy here. Yeah, I got greedy, so there you go. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Nidoqueen to start farming them up here. See what we have in the back. 1-to-1 shield, bringing in a Poliwrath. Yeah, that's something that that it can handle with the Nidoqueen with that Scold there. So it doesn't mean necessarily that there's something in the back that's weak to it. So we got to be a little careful here. Plus, the Guzzlord doesn't necessarily want to go up against a Poliwrath either. So we're going to kind of have to just stay here. Letting that Scold, or it was an Ice Punch, go. Swapping into Guzzlord, retreating with a little energy on the Nidoqueen, hitting me with a Scold. We caught that. Or maybe they were trying to just lower our attack. Who knows? Maybe it was a catch. But they're bringing in a Gyarados with Dragon Breath, shieldless, getting to the next Dragon Claw. We've got 1 shield. We're going to go ahead and use it here. I thought this might have been a mistake, but our Nidoqueen was so low, I really didn't have an option or a choice. Okay? That's all I had to do there. All right, so we're taking them out. They counter me down. Let's go, Nidoqueen. Can we Poison Fang them? Our Poison Jab? Yes. And we do. We take that win. Thank you for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!